Every connection we form leaves an imprint. Some are light and uplifting, but others weigh us down without our awareness. Energetic cords are invisible attachments formed between people, places, or events that hold emotional significance. These cords don't rely on physical proximity. They thrive on emotional resonance. When someone continues to think about a past partner, feel guilt from an old conflict, or relive traumatic memories, energetic cords remain active, feeding that emotional loop. Most people walk through life unaware that these cords even exist, yet they affect focus, decision-making, relationships, and spiritual well-being. You might feel exhausted after seeing a particular person or find yourself emotionally triggered by seemingly unrelated situations. These are signals, not just emotional echoes, but energetic residue that hasn't been released. The energy of past relationships, childhood wounds, or toxic dynamics continues to linger, influencing present behavior without permission. These cords often form unconsciously. A single intense conversation, betrayal, or unresolved argument can spark a deep energetic tie. Over time, these connections become tangled within your emotional body, making it difficult to move forward. Even after someone leaves your life, the bond can still feed anxiety, sadness, or confusion. You feel stuck, not because you lack willpower, but because a part of your energy remains entangled elsewhere. Spiritual detox begins by becoming conscious of these attachments. It's not about blaming others, but reclaiming your energy. The process of identifying and severing these cords is essential to regaining clarity and inner peace. When you hold space to recognize what is no longer serving your soul, you open the door to authentic healing. Awareness is the first step. You must acknowledge what your spirit has been carrying in silence. Energetic cords are not inherently evil. Some are formed from love and mutual care. But when the connection becomes imbalanced, draining, or rooted in past trauma, it no longer supports your growth. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from energetic loops that keep replaying old emotional scripts. You're not just breaking a tie. You're making room for something new, something aligned with who you're becoming, not who you were. Trauma leaves more than memories. It leaves energetic imprints that linger in the body, influencing behavior, emotion, and perception. These imprints can be subtle yet powerful, shaping the way you react to the world around you. When you experience a painful event, especially one without resolution, your energy field absorbs that shock. It doesn't simply pass through. Instead, it settles, embeds, and begins to distort the natural flow of your spiritual system. This distortion is not always visible, but it is deeply felt. Emotional outbursts, chronic tension, irrational fears, and recurring dreams are often the echoes of unresolved trauma still active within your energetic body. Trauma disrupts the natural rhythm of the chakras, especially the root, heart, and solar plexus, the centers related to safety, love, and personal power. You might find yourself stuck in patterns of distrust, abandonment, or self-sabotage without understanding the source. These energetic wounds are often inherited too. Generational trauma passes through family lines, not just in stories or behaviors, but energetically. If your ancestors lived through war, abuse, or systemic oppression, you might carry energetic signatures from those experiences. This isn't superstition, it's spiritual biology. Your field is shaped by both your experiences and the unresolved pain of those who came before you. Releasing trauma from your energetic body isn't about reliving the past. It's about meeting the energetic residue with conscious presence. Suppressing emotion doesn't make it disappear. It buries it deeper, where it grows roots. Healing begins when you stop running and start listening. Ask your body where it feels heavy. Ask your soul what it's still carrying that isn't yours. The answers often arrive not in words, but in sensations, images, or emotions. This inner heaviness isn't your natural state. You were born with a light, flowing energy, open, curious, connected. Trauma pulls you out of alignment with that essence. It convinces you that suffering is a permanent part of identity. But once you become aware of how trauma lives in your energy, you can begin the process of release. This is not spiritual theory. It's energetic truth, and liberation begins when you're ready to confront it. Spiritual toxicity doesn't always announce itself loudly. It creeps in through persistent fatigue, unexplained sadness, or a growing sense of disconnection from yourself. When your energetic field becomes congested with unresolved emotions, toxic attachments, and unprocessed trauma, it begins to disrupt your inner equilibrium. You may notice you're reacting strongly to small things, withdrawing from people without knowing why, or losing clarity about what you want in life. These aren't random symptoms. They're indicators that your energy is overloaded and out of balance. One of the most common signs of spiritual toxicity is emotional recycling. You relive the same argument in your head, replay the same memory, or stay emotionally attached to a version of yourself shaped by fear or guilt. These loops consume energy and block access to your higher self. You may feel tired even after rest, uninspired even when life seems stable, or trapped in dynamics that keep repeating no matter how much you try to change externally. Physical symptoms often accompany this spiritual heaviness. Your body may speak through chronic aches, tension in the chest, or digestive issues that mirror anxiety and emotional suppression. You might struggle with sleep, experience racing thoughts, or find it difficult to sit still without feeling restless. These bodily reactions are often the nervous system's response to unresolved energetic burdens, not just stress or fatigue. Spiritual disconnection is another major sign. You may feel numb during meditation, disconnected from your intuition, or uninspired by the things that once brought joy. It can feel like your inner light is dimming, as if your soul is calling for something deeper, while your mind stays distracted by surface concerns. This gap between who you are and how you're living becomes more painful over time, not because you're broken, but because your spirit is resisting the weight it's been forced to carry. Spiritual detox begins when you stop normalizing this internal chaos. Feeling lost, drained, or stuck isn't just part of life. It's a message. It's your soul asking for release, for clarity, for space to breathe again. Identifying these signs is not about diagnosing a problem. It's about waking up to the truth that your energy needs cleansing and your essence needs to return to center. Spiritual detox is not a trend, a quick fix, or a ritual to perform once and forget. It's a decision, a conscious choice to stop carrying what no longer belongs to you. When the body feels heavy, the mind cluttered, and the heart weary, it's time to clear what's stuck. This process is not about erasing the past, but releasing its grip on your present energy. It's about reclaiming your power from memories, people, and situations that continue to drain you silently. Energetic attachments often linger because they've become familiar. Even pain can feel safe when it's all you've known. But familiarity isn't freedom. Spiritual detox challenges you to confront these hidden ties and reclaim your energy. It's the moment when you stop asking, "Why does this keep happening to me?" and start asking, "What part of me is still holding on?" This shift in awareness is where healing begins. Cutting energetic cords doesn't mean cutting people out of your life. It means removing the emotional dependency, resentment, guilt, or fear that binds you to them energetically. You can love someone and still release the toxic link. You can forgive and still protect your energy. Detox is not separation from the world. It's integration of your true self. It's bringing all your scattered energy back into alignment so you can live with clarity and presence. This inner cleansing is sacred. It requires space, silence, and intention. It might look like solitude, journaling, long walks, or quiet tears. The goal isn't to rush through the discomfort, but to sit with it, understand it, and allow it to dissolve naturally. Your spirit doesn't need fixing. It needs unburdening. When you release the energy you've absorbed from pain, conflict, or abandonment, what remains is your essence, calm, aware, and deeply connected. Detox is not an escape. It's an act of devotion to yourself. It says, I am no longer available for energies that distort my peace. When you enter this space, your vibration shifts. You begin to attract different situations, people, and outcomes, not because life changed, but because you did. The moment you decide to detox is the moment your healing accelerates. Energetic cords cannot be severed through logic or avoidance. They require intention, presence, and spiritual clarity. The ritual of cutting cords is a sacred act of reclaiming autonomy over your energy. It begins by recognizing what you're still attached to. Not just people, but moments, emotions, identities that no longer reflect your truth. To perform this ritual effectively, you must be honest about what you're ready to release and fully present with what has been holding you back. Choose a quiet space where you feel safe and undisturbed. Light a candle or burn incense to signal to your mind and body that you're entering sacred space. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Begin to visualize the cord you wish to release. Where is it connected? What does it feel like? Don't force the image. Allow it to rise naturally. The cord might appear as a thread, chain, or beam of light. Trust what you see. Trust what you feel. Once the connection is clear, declare your intention. Speak it aloud or internally. I release this cord with love and awareness. I reclaim my energy fully. Then, with your breath and visualization, imagine a blade of light. Sharp, pure, and empowered, cutting through the cord. See the ends dissolve into light. Feel the release. Feel the space that opens in your body once the cord is gone. Let the moment be still. Let your system adjust to the energetic shift. After the cut, place your hand over your heart or solar plexus. Affirm, I am whole. I am free. I am safe in my own energy. This reinforces the new energetic boundary. Follow the ritual with grounding. Drink water, step barefoot onto the earth, or take a salt bath to cleanse any remaining residue. The process may feel emotional. That's not weakness. It's evidence of true release. Cord cutting is not about erasing love or pretending pain didn't exist. It's about dissolving the energetic attachment that keeps the pain alive. The ritual is a declaration that your energy belongs to you, not to a past version of yourself, not to someone who hurt you, and not to memories that no longer serve your growth. Energy is stored not just in the mind, but in the body. When emotions are repressed, they don't disappear. They embed themselves in muscles, tissues, and organs, silently shaping your posture, breath, and emotional responses. After cutting cords, it's crucial to clear the physical residue those connections left behind. This is not about emotional control, but emotional liberation, allowing trapped feelings to surface and move through, instead of remaining stagnant. Start with the breath. It is your most direct tool for energetic release. Deep, conscious breathing activates the nervous system and helps break patterns of emotional suppression. Inhale slowly through the nose, hold briefly, then exhale through the mouth. With each exhale, visualize tension leaving the body. Let your breath guide the energy out, not just from the chest, but from the gut, the shoulders, the hips. These are storage centers for fear, grief, and anger. Movement is another path to release. Allow the body to express freely. Stretch, shake, dance, or simply sway. Intuitive movement bypasses the mind and accesses emotional memory through the body's natural rhythm. Don't choreograph. Let the body lead. You may feel sensations rising, tears, heat, shivers. This is energy breaking free. Do not suppress. Witness the release without judgment. Writing can also aid emotional detox. Take a journal and write without filters. Let your hands speak faster than your mind. Release unspoken words, unresolved dialogues, and internal screams onto the page. This act transforms chaos into clarity. Burn or discard the pages if needed, not to forget, but to symbolize freedom. What leaves your body and enters paper no longer needs to be stored within. After this release, nurture your system. Take a warm bath with herbs or salt, listen to calming sounds, wrap yourself in softness. Affirm your safety. You've emptied space that pain once occupied. Now you must fill it with care. This isn't indulgence, it's maintenance of your new energetic integrity. Emotional clearing isn't a single act. It's a rhythm, a commitment to honoring what your body feels, to meeting it with presence, and to allowing it to finally let go. Once the cords are cut and the emotions released, you stand in new territory, open, clear, and sensitive. This is the rebirth phase, and it's just as important as the release. Your energy, now unburdened, must be protected and nurtured to prevent old patterns from returning. The goal is not to live in defense, but in awareness, maintaining your energetic hygiene as you would care for your body, mind, or environment. Without this conscious protection, the space you've cleared can easily be filled again with noise, distraction, or past energies seeking to reattach. Start each day by setting a clear, energetic boundary. Visualize yourself surrounded by light, not a wall of fear, but a field of clarity. This light filters what enters and exits your system. You don't need to block the world out, just remain centered in your own frequency. Speak an intention. Only energies that align with my peace and truth may enter my field. This anchors your awareness before the day begins. Your relationships must also evolve. As your vibration shifts, old dynamics may no longer feel aligned. You are not obligated to maintain connections that deplete your spirit. Choose honesty over obligation. Honor those who walk beside you in mutual respect and release those who refuse to meet you where you are. Love does not require sacrifice of your peace. Boundaries are not walls, they are invitations for authentic connection. Daily spiritual practices help keep your field clear. Meditation, prayer, sound healing, nature walks, or silent reflection all serve as anchors. Choose consistency over complexity. Even 5 minutes of stillness can recalibrate your system. Listen closely to your body. It will tell you when something is off. Honor that signal without delay. Cleanse regularly with smoke, water, sound, or intention. Treat your energy as sacred space because it is. Rebirth is not a dramatic transformation, but a subtle and steady return to wholeness. You are no longer reacting from wounds. You are responding from wisdom. What once drained you no longer has power because you've reclaimed what was yours all along. Your clarity, your stillness, your sovereignty. This is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of living as who you truly are. If this content made sense to you, don't stop here. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Now, watch this next video where I'll show you another essential step to transform your reality. I'll see you there.